friends, welcome to my channel Nidhi Bhasin mathematics classes. Today's video is about how to approach to prove questions of trigonometry, and I will be taking 5 types in this part and 5 types in next part, which will be part 2 of this video. I have done already few videos on trigonometry. I will give their links in the description box. You can find those videos and consider subscribing if you're liking my videos. So let's get started. The first type is when I look at these questions, these type of question, the first thing which should strike my mind is, can I convert these ratios into sine or cos ratio? Can I write any value in terms of sine and cos? That should be my first approach towards the identities, in which I have left hand side in tan, secant and cosecant, and my right hand side is in cos. So that means from left hand side I need to approach to the right hand side by converting this tan, cosecant and secant in terms of sine or cos. The same way in this type of question, you can see that we have cot theta, tan theta, secant theta and cos theta, sin theta and cos theta. Left hand side have these many trigonometric functions, and in my right hand side I have only sin theta and cos theta. That gives me an indication that I need to convert cot, tan, secant in terms of sine and cos. So this way I will start these type of questions. Now in these type of question, my first step will be convert ratios in sine or cos. And after applying sine and cos, I will reach to the point where I can use trigonometric identity. So you will use trigonometric identity after converting them into sine or cos. Now I am taking type 2 of prove that questions of trigonometry. In those questions, we will have something like this: sine theta plus cos theta upon sine theta minus cos theta plus sine theta minus cos theta upon sine theta plus cos theta. If you will try to convert this into sine or cos, the first method which I have already explained to you, this is already given in sine and cos. So what should I do? What should be my second approach to solve such type of questions? I will be using cross multiplication. Now what is cross multiplication basically? If I have been given two ratios, A by B plus C by D, how to cross multiply? These two are my denominators. B and D are my denominators here. A and C are my numerators here. So what I will do, numerators will get multiplied and will make the new denominator. Is it clear? And what next I will do? I will be taking this, which is not its denominator, it's other denominator, which will come and multiply with A. Please check, its denominator is not getting multiplied. Other denominator is getting multiplied with this numerator. Plus this denominator will go to C and get multiplied with this numerator. So what new term I will get? The new term will be AD plus BC divided by both the denominators are getting multiplied. What did I explain to you in cross multiplication? I have been given two ratios. They are getting added. What I will do, the denominators will get multiplied in the denominator for the new term, and denominator of the second term will get multiplied with the numerator. This is the first term with the numerator. This is the first term and this is its numerator. It will get multiplied with the denominator of second term. And I will get the new term like this: AD plus BC upon BD. Now how to use this cross multiplication in this question? These are my two denominators here. Okay, so they will get multiplied in the denominator. And what was my next step? How I will make the new term and how I will make the new numerator. For new numerator, I told you, now this is my numerator for the first term and this is the denominator of the second term. Forget about this denominator right now. They both will get multiplied and will give the numerator, not denominator. Plus, this is my second numerator and this is my first denominator. They both will get multiplied and they will give me a new term which will be something like this. Sin theta plus cos theta into sin theta plus cos theta will be sin theta plus cos theta square. Plus sin theta minus cos theta, when it will get multiplied with sin theta minus cos theta, it will be sin theta minus cos theta square. And what will be the denominator of the new term? These two denominators will get multiplied and will become denominator of new term. The same type of question I have here, in which two terms, whether it is one, but basically there are two terms, they both are getting added. So what I will do, rather than converting it into sin and cos, why I have no benefit in converting this into sin and cos? Because I have right hand side also in cosecant. So what will be my first step? I have to make this as a one term. I need to first do the cross multiplication. Again the same, 1 into 1 plus cosecant alpha, that will be the first term numerator, plus 1 into cot square alpha will be my second term numerator. They both are getting in the new term. And what will be the denominator? 1 into 1 plus cosecant alpha. So this way my first approach will be to convert this into sin and cos, and the second approach is cross multiplication. Now I am taking type 3, in which I will be given questions in under a square root sign and they will be in some ratio. Prove that 1 minus cos A upon 1 plus cos A, and it is under a square root sign. Here also you can see, this is my second question, 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus sin theta, and it has a square root. In such type of questions, my first approach will be to rationalize. Now what is rationalization? I have been given this term, this ratio under a square root sign. What I will do for rationalization? Whatever is my denominator, it is made up of two terms. I will change the sign between the two terms and I will multiply that under a square root sign with the numerator and with the denominator. Why this multiplication with numerator and denominator is same as this question? Because they both are in the form a by a under a square root sign. So if I say a by a is 1, that means under root of 1 is 1. So we are getting this multiplied with 1. So I can do this step very easily for my rationalization. What did I do? I am explaining you once again. Under a square root sign, I will change the sign between these two terms which have been given to me in the denominator. Since it is in plus sign, I will change the sign to minus. Okay, and I will multiply this term with the numerator and with the denominator. So what I will get in my next step? I will be getting under root sign in which I am getting 1 minus cos A into 1 minus cos A. Can I write under root A into under root B as under root of AB? Yes, I can write, and this is what I am doing here. This is A, this is B, and they both are under square root sign. So I am doing A into B. So my 1 minus cos A into 1 minus cos A. And with the denominator, what I am getting? 1 plus cos A. When it will get multiplied with 1 minus cos A, what I will get? A square minus B square. Why? 1 plus A, or I take A plus B into A minus B is A square minus B square. So what I am getting? A plus B into A minus B. So it will get changed into A square minus B square. So now you can use this as an identity. For the same, this type of question, what did I do? This plus sign in the denominator will get changed to minus, and under the square root sign, I will multiply this with the numerator and this with the denominator. So again I will get under root of A into under root of B will be under root of A into B. So 1 minus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta, that will be A plus B into A minus B will be changing to A square minus B square. So this way now you can use the identity here. I am telling you how to start the question, how to approach the questions. So this is the way of understanding that which type of question I am having and how to approach it. Now I am taking type 4. In that type of question, you will have something in the left hand side and under root sign on the right hand side, and they don't have any denominator. So these type of questions which I have been given something like this, that there is a left hand side equation with left hand side term which is getting equated to the term which is having the square root sign. Here also you can see cos theta plus sin theta is equal to under root 3. In such type of questions, my first step will be squaring both sides. After doing the squaring, I will get cos theta plus sin theta square, and on right hand side I will be getting root 2 cos theta square. So how I will solve this? You know A plus B square is? A plus B square is A square plus B square plus 2AB. And when under root of A will get multiplied with under root of A, I will be getting under root of A into A, which will be equal to under root of A square, which will be equal to A. So these three you will keep in mind and you will solve this equation further. Same way, I have been given cos theta plus sin theta is root 3. I have taken this equation, and what I have done in my first step, I have used squaring on both sides. When I will use this, what I will get? Cos theta plus sin theta whole square is equal to whatever term I am having under root squares, under root sign, its square. So again you will use the same method here. A plus B square is A square plus B square plus 2AB, and on this side what you will get? Under root of this multiplied with under root of the same will be equal to without under root sign. So here you will get 2 cos theta and here you will get 3. Now I am taking type 5. In these type of questions, I will be having my left hand side in powers of 6, 8 or 4. And you know, students get this problem that how I will solve if the power is in 6, if the power is in 8. The basic step for such type of questions will be using this formula. You know the formula of AQ minus BQ. So I will convert this into the form of cube. First method, for 8 and for 4, I will convert this into the method of a square minus b square. And then it will become very easy for me. Now how to do that? I have been given this left hand side in powers of 6. So I can convert this power by breaking it like this, 2 into 3. A square is inside the bracket and 3 is outside. The powers are getting multiplied, you know that. So a raised to power 6 can be written as a square inside the bracket, outside cube, minus b square inside the bracket, outside cube. So a square cube minus b square cube. This is what? This is a cube minus b cube only, where my a is a square and my b is b square. So I can put these values in this formula. What is the formula of converting this a cube minus b cube is a minus b whole cube minus 3ab into a minus b. This we already know. Only this formula I need to use in such type of questions. And the question will get simplified. If I have this in powers of 8, okay, I can't use this cube here. So what I will do? The other formula which I know is a square minus b square. So I will convert this in powers of square because I have only two formulas, either in square or either in cube. So there I could convert this into cube, but here I need to use square. So what I will do? A4 square minus B4 square. So it will become, now you will use a square minus b square on this. So how it will get converted? It will be like a plus b into a minus b. Now the bonus step, if it is in 4, power is in 4, then it is very easy. You will keep the square inside and square outside because 2 into 2 is 4. Here 2 into 4. 4 into 2 is 8. 4 into 2 is 8. So now here also sin square theta whole square minus cos theta whole square. So now you can use a square minus b square here also. A square minus b square. A will be sin square theta and b will be cos square theta. Here what is my a? Here a is my sine. If I use sine here, sine theta raised to power 4 is my a, and here cos theta raised to power 4 is my b for such type of questions. And for this, what is my a? Here sine secant square x is my a and tan square x is my b. So I will apply the formula on secant square x and tan square x using a and b as secant square x and tan square x. And here I will be using sine raised to power 4 theta and cos raised to power 4 theta. If you are getting benefit out of my videos, please consider subscribing, like and share with others so that I also get motivation and encouragement with your support. Thank you for your support. Keep sharing, keep learning.